Every 37 seconds,
that's okay,
someone
baby.
is
Don't worry
arrested
about
for
it.
possession of marijuana. Since 2010, state and local police have arrested an estimated 7.3 million Americans for violating marijuana laws, over half of all drug arrests. Black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana laws than white people. States waste $3.7 billion enforcing marijuana laws every year. Most of the people police are arresting aren't dealers, but rather people with small amounts of pot, just like me. I'm Gary Chambers, and I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague, we all...
Hey. Hello, everybody. Hey. Welcome to the CannaShame podcast. Hi to all my lovely, lovely hosts today. How are you?
I'm well. How are y'all?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Somebody rocking over there. There we go.
I was just like, man, yeah, somebody having a party and I ain't there. Somebody tell me about that.
Yeah, you didn't get your invitation.
I ain't get now invitation, now smoke signal, phone call, text, Instagram, like, tag, not a thing.
That's all right. But I'm glad everybody's doing well today. It's amazing. We have a lot in store for you today. Lots of new news, things actually going on. But before we get to that, I want everyone who is watching to make sure that you like, follow, and share on all of our platforms. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. All right, everybody, are we ready to jump into it today?
You ready?
Yeah, we ready.
We ready.
Good. So here we go. So we're going to start off right here at home in the lovely state of Georgia. There has been some movement going on. The Georgia House Committee backs a bill which will allow 22 total marijuana businesses now. This proposal was set to revive Georgia's stalled medical marijuana program, and it cleared its first committee on a unanimous vote this past Tuesday on March 1st. The licenses would go to the 6 companies that received the tentative approval from the state board last year, along with the 16 companies that are protesting that decision. So you can follow up on the status of this bill and other bills if you visit www.legis.ga.gov. All states have a legislative website that tracks bills that are up for the discussion or vote. So make sure whatever state you're in, you're keeping up with the cannabis bills. And especially in the state of Georgia, we need to keep a watchful eye on this one. So everybody, what do we think about this bill that we have going on now?
Oh, wow. I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad that they are appearing to see what's going on, and I say that appear to seem, because really and truly the bill passed back in 2015 and still no cannabis, still no meds, no nothing, you know. So I'm just grateful that somebody's shedding the light on it, and I do have a video to show you some more information about this too. If anybody else want to put something up in here.
Go ahead, show it.
Show it. Okay. Sorry, because we a little thrown off, because like I said, we had technical difficulties in a minute, so we about to get back in this thing. So we're gonna go ahead and woo-saw, and we're gonna have something come back up in here. Come on, let's go.
A stunning development in Georgia's controversial medical marijuana program. State Representative Alan Powell introduced a mid-session bill that would dramatically alter the medical cannabis landscape in Georgia.
His bill would more than triple the number of companies selling medicinal marijuana and no longer allow the Georgia Medical Cannabis Commission to operate in secret. Senior IT reporter Del Russell has investigated the bid process for 5 months and has the latest development.
In 32 years, I've never had to deal with a fix like this.
State Representative Alan Powell hopes to jumpstart Georgia's medical marijuana program by offering licenses to 16 companies currently fighting the bid process. By resolving the protests, he hopes to finally get cannabis oil in the hands of patients.
In 32 years,
more than triple the number of companies selling medicinal.
All right, I'm getting used to these tools and gadgets and gadgets. Oh yeah.
I mean, we've been waiting a long time.
Yeah.
We have been waiting a long time to be able to
too
have
long.
safe access to medical marijuana in this state. So yeah, I'm really hoping that with this, they would be able to move forward and get those 16 people. We just need to get something going. We really do.
Yeah,
because
we
we've
do.
been waiting for too long. We really do. We really have been.
And it's a shame. And while we're moving forward, we're still moving backwards. You think about it. We're moving forward and backward. We're taking 2 steps forward and 20 steps back. Because we have some dinosaurs and stuff up in here.
That's so true. That's because along with the progression that we have in Georgia, we still have some shenanigans going on too. We really do.
Yes.
So
yes. We have a whole lot of shenanigans that shouldn't be. You know, it makes no sense at all. I mean, how could you? Because if you look at this with the bill, with House Bill 324, then now we have House Bill 314. I'm sorry, 1400.
Right.
Okay. But then we got another bill that somebody presented this past Friday. And this person right here, it's another bill that's really and truly, it makes no sense. This really makes no sense. And it's a Senate Bill 579. And that one right there is sponsored by these following individuals right here. And after doing research, this right here was actually brought to our attention. Who was it? TT? Was it Teresa? Teresa? Yes, Teresa with the
Teresa with GACIA. She's always the Georgia Cannabis Industry Alliance. She's been hitting the pavement for years, decades. Like, you know, we're not new in the game, but we're kind of fresh in the game compared to those who've been doing this since like Teresa. Now, I remember when Teresa ran for state senator, like, she was my role model. One of the reasons why I ran. Same district because of stuff like this. So if anything's going to go down, she's going to be one of the ones to catch it. Which, can I talk about our next segment?
Oh yeah. Well, after this, after this one. Look, be patient. We got the climax to this. We gotta ease on and dip on into that. We just got to get up in there. And the reason why we got to ease on up in there, because we're gonna talk about this 579. No, we might not be as well versed on this right quick because he just put it out there and trying to get this stuff together. I'm gonna share you this right here. Part of this bill right here, what it's gonna do. Who can see that? Because you know my eyesight not that good. Which one of y'all got this one right here?
Yeah.
So
you want me to read the highlighted part?
Yeah, just read the highlighted part. This is about actually you might have to go back to that part 1. Check that one out.
So section 1, part 1 of article 2 of chapter 13 of the title 16 of the official code of Georgia, annotated relating schedules, offenses, and penalties under the regulation of controlled substances, is amended by revising subsection D of code section 16-13-30 relating to purchase, possession, manufacture, distribution, or sale of controlled substances or marijuana, and penalties as follows. I'll pay attention.
Okay, now this right here.
Okay. So except as otherwise provided, any person who violates subsection B of this code section with respect to a controlled substance in Schedule 1 or Schedule 2 shall be guilty of a felony, and upon conviction thereof shall be punished by imprisonment for not less than 5 years, nor more than 30 years. Upon conviction of a second or subsequent offense, he or she shall be imprisoned for not less than 10 years, nor more than 40 years, or life imprisonment. The provision of subsection.
Stop right there.
Okay, yeah.
Stop right there. Stop right there. I'm sorry, because you know how they, it's a certain people. I ain't gonna say exactly who it is because I ain't trying to get throwed up out of here. But it's a certain place where people just say read and thank you for reading, and then they say, no, stop right there, because we're gonna stop right there and we're gonna go back and reiterate and talk
comprehension.
Yes, that's basically saying he wants to add more time and more peoples to the jail. He wants to send more folks to jail. He wants to put them and lock them down. But you know what? That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen because it's too many people out. I mean, that's why I said he's moving people backwards. You see what I'm saying? Because that last, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I feel like these are me and my thoughts. I feel like he's putting things at a standstill because we were already moving backwards. Then we start moving forward, and now it's like, here's a monkey wrench. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going to balance it out. Y'all want your freedom. Y'all want legalization. Y'all want all this stuff. But what's going to happen is we're going to make sure that it's going to be harder for you in the midst of things moving forward. Like, it don't make any sense. It's not like,
you know what? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I think because I was fuming. I was so pissed off. Friday. Oh my God. I know that's all Angela heard around the house. He heard me fussing and cussing and fussing about this, but we got something for that. We got something for that. We're going to move past this. Because we got something for this. I'm trying to get these controls together. Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, come on, DJ. We got something for him. So now, T, it's time. Now, T, it's tea time. Go ahead, T.
Which leads us to our newest segment. And what is the Moldy Bud Award, y'all might ask? It is for all of those people who make asinine decisions about cannabis reform and decisions such as the one we are giving our first Moldy Bud Award to. Can you play that for me? It makes my heart happy every time I see it.
Every time you see it. Gotcha. I just had to show you. I had to show you that award again. Let me get back to it. Here we go.
Next time we gotta incorporate the claps, the digital claps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was yeah. Gotcha. Come on, StreamYard. Did you hear that? We need some claps. We need claps, StreamYard. You know what I mean? Yes, and not only will he be sharing this award, the other ones that sponsored this award, it's other ones here. They are. They will be sharing that award.
I'm a little disappointed because I mean, I don't know. I might have to reach out to Senator Harbison. I'm a little disappointed. I would like to know the thought process behind this, other than a piece of paper. Yeah. You know what I mean? And, no disrespect, but I'm a little surprised because I feel like he was one of the ones down there with us, you know what I mean, years ago at the Capitol, kind of understood. And it's the only Democrat. Okay, we don't do this. So, yeah.
He probably has ownership in the prison system.
Hadn't thought of that. That would be, that would be something.
All them people probably making money off of the prison system, because remember, prison system is a capitalistic entity. It's there to make money. So if people are free, then how does the entity make money? Like the hospitals, if you're healthy, how does the hospital make money? Because it too is a capitalistic institution. So while they're like, oh, y'all want y'all freedom over here, we working to take y'all freedom over here because we got to keep that capital rolling. Fun.
Come on.
Well, we can't make any decision. Georgia can't make any decisions to actually push forward with legalization or even for the medicinal. And then you have you know what I'm saying? Those who are trying to help the people because we don't have any choice, we're going to lock y'all up. I love it.
For
It's
life.
just freaking genius.
Your second offense with marijuana or your second offense with Delta extract, Delta 8 THC can get you life. It don't even get you high, and it can get you life.
Life.
Wow.
Why would I do that? Oh my God.
You know, I really would love to know the thought process and would it even really come out? That's the thing. Will they even speak up and say the real reason why they're looking at this? But everything is like about smoke and mirrors, I would say.
Well, you can
just keeping us all
jails
in the dark
and see who owned them.
And
what companies and corporations and people have ownership and stock in companies like Kimberly-Clark that supplies all the jails across the nation, and who owns steps in Kimberly-Clark.
We need to get back to that.
Wow.
It's just a few questions, a little click, little research.
And it's worth doing some research to find out who's who and who's doing what. Because that would really shed some light on the reason why people are doing certain things that they're actually doing that truly don't make a bit of sense. And definitely they do deserve that Moldy Bud Award because it's just pushing us back and it's keeping patients from being able to get exactly what they need by just holding things up. And it's just totally ridiculous. It really is. It is.
Yes, it is. So what we got next on the agenda? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to throw y'all off because I'm just like looking. I'm like, okay, what's next? Yeah, because I'm pushing these buttons over here, and I'm just trying. I ain't trying. I be pushing. I'm gonna get this down soon.
No, but that one kind of like takes your breath away a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like that was pretty heavy. Life.
He was
for Delta 8.
Delta 8.
Delta 8.
It's Delta 8.
Really? That's disrespectful.
I wonder if
Delta 8. That's just disrespectful. That's life for basil. That's life for mint. That's life for that's life for penicillin. Like that's life for it's crazy. It's crazy. Life for an extract, like a cannabinoid. How you gonna give me life for one cannabinoid, son?
Cannabinoid.
Right. Hold on, I make my own.
I'm sorry, it's not funny.
Make my own.
It's not funny. It's not funny because unfortunately, if this bill passed, some people gonna get caught up in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people.
Yes.
Now, not all folks gonna get caught up. Some dispensaries in the state of Georgia gonna keep selling Delta 8. We just gonna have to see which ones.
All I know is that this ain't gonna go down. It ain't gonna go down without a fight, especially for Delta 8, because there's too many CBD companies, CBD stores, CBD people who using
when did Georgia care about being on the up and up?
When they couldn't figure out what's the difference between Delta 8, Delta 9, and they
remember they tried to pass a bill last session that basically made the flower illegal. That's how they got around the hemp situation, because everybody was like, oh snap, I got hemp.
Yeah.
Prove it. And they couldn't prove it. And so they was like, okay, we got you. I think it's 487 or something like that. House Bill 487 or something like that. It just makes it illegal to have the plant period. They're just like, you know what? We got you. No flower.
And the thing about it is, it's just backwards. Because if you think about Jeff Mullis, that's the one right here. That's the one who was the one that we kept talking about.
There you go.
He actually voted for House Bill 324. For the cultivation for the medical cannabis program here in Georgia.
Let's keep it gangster. They doing this because this is Atlanta and it's black people down here and they wants to lock up more of these black people. Let's keep it gangster. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
because
really.
if there was not a predominantly black city in the state, they wouldn't be doing this because they're not going to lock their people up. They not going to lock their folks up in Woodstock and in Alpharetta and in Sandy Springs and down in Macon. They not locking their folks up. That bill for Atlanta, because it's so Atlanta, that bill for Atlanta, so y'all can get life.
Yeah,
from Atlanta.
Because
they got to replace it.
Imagine Atlanta or Georgia being full legal, like California. Atlanta will be.
Come on, man.
Off the chain.
Atlanta influences everything. I'm telling you.
I already know.
Off the chain.
And because if you people that don't want to repeat the processes and the mistakes that has happened in other states, it would be different out here. And I think they know that.
It would be,
It's
and
sad.
what would be the primary difference? What would be the primary difference? That it wouldn't really be no questions. I mean, it would probably be conversations about social equity, but in the city, we would be taking that and we would be owning that, and we would have our own ownership. The game would be locked down in the city. You know what I'm saying? There would be no space and place for them. You understand? And so we're in other cities where they're still having this major push, although Chicago, we know Illinois is doing really well. Shout out to Illinois. You know what I'm saying?
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago is doing well. Although we know that Black ownership in the city of Chicago is single digit. You know what I'm saying? As far as cannabis dispensaries and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, they just it's just par for the course for the institutional and systematic imprisonment of brown people and Black and brown people. Even the state of Texas, come on, man. The state of Texas is like,
right, fine.
Yeah. You got Mississippi too. You got Mississippi that just joined in. You know, because they actually put it on the ballot, and you know the legislation there was actually trying to fight against them approving, you know, cannabis there. You know, and it's sad. It's sad, but you know, you did mention Woodstock and all those other areas. Those areas, a lot of those areas are
clunking in cars.
Well, a lot of those people in those areas, it's a high rate of meth users in these areas, the outland, but they fail to realize that cannabis can help people get off of that stuff. You know what I mean? Check the studies. You know, I think
it's not a gate. It's not a gateway. It's an exit.
And it'll clean up these streets out here. And
it's just like, man.
So
yeah, it needs to happen. It really needs to happen as far as the decriminalization, you know, because I want to be able to grow my own, you know, as soon as I learn how to grow anything, you know what I mean? So that's just crazy. I'm like, dude, what? But you know what's so funny? I almost forgot about this key point about Jeff Mullis. Is it Mullis? Moody?
He want to lock people up for life for Delta 8. Well, so we don't have to get his name right.
Feel free to contact me. Yeah,
he said this is straight from his website. He said, I'm not saying if you for it, you know, whatever. We're not saying do whatever, but there is an active alert from the Georgia Cannabis Industry Alliance, you know, to contact your representative, because you know you got to go ahead and let them know that this ain't right. You know what I mean? And for him, I think he has a bill right now that he's sponsoring for horse racing, to be able to gamble. So you think about what's more harmful, gambling and all that other stuff compared to cannabis use. What have you had heard of anybody lose their house, their job, their wife, their family? Oh, well, I guess I don't know if that's a real good, but I'm just saying it's just
okay. Because they choose to lose it off of gambling, not because, you know, someone broke into the house, but not because the law came in there and arrested them because of a plant. There's a huge difference. So I get what you're saying.
Big difference.
Yeah, big difference.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah. They're putting them all in the same basket, and it shouldn't be. Like,
and that's just like him saying. You think about if he just comes up and say, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and just take alcohol. You can't buy alcohol on Sundays anymore. That's just like what he just did. Just pulled that. How many folks will be outraged about that? How does he feel about alcohol being sold on Sunday? You know, I don't know what his vote was for that. Is he the one who said no? I'm just asking.
But
so that's probably something I need to look up.
He still wasn't gonna give you life in prison.
No.
If you did have alcohol on Sunday. If they found you with that bottle on Sunday, if the liquor store opened up bucking the system on Sunday, ain't nobody from the person who opened up to the people who bought the liquor finna do life in prison.
If you get caught twice on your second
well,
bottle.
You're not gonna do 5 years if you get caught once.
No, not at all. But focus on that life. That's
5 to 40. Yeah, because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am focused on the life. Because I'm like, you know,
that's a long time for a plan.
Basil, that's just crazy.
Right.
Like that's 40 to life.
I mean, what are you trying to do?
It's crazy. Like,
you know, that's a chemical compound. So
it's a spirit.
Like, they didn't even give Aubrey and them. I mean, you know, these killers out here not getting 40 to life.
Now you know what? You valid point. You have a very valid point on that. There are people who've sexually assaulted people, murdered people, and they're not getting this kind of time before an herb. This is the kind of time that they want to give someone on a second offense of having an herb. It doesn't make sense at all. It really doesn't. So we know that there's some other ulterior motives in there behind that, and one that you basically mentioned is incarceration. You know, wanting to keep people incarcerated because, of course, that's how the money is made. You know, if they don't have anybody in the jail, then nobody's making money. Because you think about what they use these I don't want to call them prisoners, but people who are these offenders. You know, what do they use them for? They use them for labor, for various things. And, you know, there have been plenty of cases where they've been out there where you have found certain counties in either our state or various states where they found that they were using these offenders for personal use as well, you know. So, you know, to do things around their homes or their land and things of that nature. So yeah, without those people being incarcerated, they could not do that. So they have to have somebody locked up. So who better to do it with the low-hanging fruit, I would say, would be cannabis right now. And so that's what they're basically using.
And you know what's sad about this is, hey, dude, before you try and put more folks in prisons, y'all need to fix them prisons, dude. Fix them prisons. He need to fix them because look what's going down there in Ware State Prison.
Girl.
They need to shine a light on that.
They don't care. They know.
It's a shame.
They know.
I mean, you want to feel you need to take care of the officers. Take care of the officers.
What's
and the prisons.
New York?
Which one?
Her ears fell out.
What's the one up in New York?
Rikers Island.
Rikers.
That's what I was trying to think. Rikers, yeah.
Rikers like Guantanamo Bay. All kind of people lost and die up in there.
I saw a documentary about that. Yes, I did on Rikers and how bad it was in there, and it was basically dealing with the staff not coming in. And also the number of people they have there. It was too many people, so they're all on top of each other in Rikers. Yes. So that's
that
one
was
thing.
Here too in Georgia.
That
was here too in Georgia because you know they had a law. 1998 Casey versus Sechinger. I think it was before that because the inmates actually did win. I'm sorry, I apologize because they changed the name to offenders. I apologize, but the thing about it is they actually won the case, and right now the state of Georgia is in jeopardy for the federal government to take over, from what my understanding, for what I heard on the streets. So I'm going to say allegedly or whatever, but the thing about it is they said the feds is about to take over because they're in violation of the Casey versus Sechinger win. From when they in Hardwick, when the inmates were being sold, you know, they had prostitution, they were sleeping with the inmates, a whole bunch of mess down there with the women prison. Why they had to have medical condition, you know, medical services and stuff. So fix the prisons first, dude.
And then leave it.
But you know what?
Somebody else back in there when it comes.
Man, free all cannabis offenders. Free all cannabis offenders. Free all cannabis offenders. Free all
them now.
Free them now.
Free them now.
Like, period. Like, I don't
now.
The rapists, they belong there. I'm not gonna fight for a clean condition for a rapist. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm not gonna fight for clean conditions for the people that ran up in the Capitol on January 6th. I wish they was going to Angola. I wish they was going to San Quentin. I wish they was going up north and upstate to the worst prisons. Like, I'm not gonna advocate for them to have good spaces. What I'm advocating for is the wrongly, unjustly incarcerated people on the backs of this country, and people who want to make money on locking them up for nothing. That's what I'm saying. Free them people.
Absolutely.
Free the people. Free the plant and repay them. You need to pay them for what they done lost, what y'all took away from them. Over a freaking plant that God gave them. Gave us. What was that? We already know what we already know. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
It is there. It is there. But I think this was a great conversation that we're having about this. But we do have another story out there, cannabis related, talking about the state of Virginia.
Yes.
And what's going on there?
So, opposite Georgia progression and Virginia oppression. Virginia was poised to pass a bill that would accelerate recreational marijuana sales in the state. So with the passing of this bill, sales would have begun, I believe, as early as September 15th. And the GOP-controlled House chose to push the bill back until next year. So what do y'all think about that? Sound familiar?
Yeah. Truly does sound familiar.
They trying to get ahead.
I'm just trying to figure out what other, it's just a distraction. What other things are they working on in the background? They're setting the things up for them because it's not time yet. It's not our fault that we've been ready. They ain't ready.
They ain't ready.
They
ain't ready.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, the black market. I want y'all to know it don't take much to get ready.
No, that's
all
what
you
I'm
need
saying.
is the plant.
Right.
Start some starting capital.
That's it.
And you can get getting busy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
all this planning, as you guys like to say, is smoke and mirrors. It don't take this long to get into the game. No game. You know what I'm saying? It's smoke and mirrors. They trying to figure it out. They trying to figure out how to the various things, how to get they wins, how to lock more people up, how to shut down not shut down the black market, but control the black market. That's what they want to do. They don't never want to shut it down, but they want to control it. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, I guess it's I just feel like in various cities and various times, we're basically talking about the same issue.
Over and over.
Spinning our tires in the mud. That's all we doing.
I mean, it's on our memories. I say it every time, right? That's how I know I'm not losing my mind. Like, I go to my time hop today. It was like House Bill 324. I was at the Capitol. And we were so excited because, not because of the bill, but we thought we were finally moving, right? That was 2019.
Y'all did great.
And then 2020, I'm at the Capitol on this day trying to run for state senator so I can push something forward. And I'm like, here we are again. Maybe I should be at the Capitol again coming up. But I'm just like, I am so over this cycle. It don't take this much.
No, it don't.
It really doesn't take this much.
But they steady worried about that heartbeat law. But anyway, I ain't.
No, it really doesn't take this much. And the bottom line is, if you have the capital, you have the capital. If you don't, you don't. And there are people who have that capital out there and they can make a move forward. But like you're saying, Erica, it's more or less like, it's more of, we want to do this and we want to find ways that we can keep the others out. So we have to put up the smoke and mirrors. We have to make all these delays, because if we just open the gate right now, that's going to allow everybody to come in. That's not what they want. They only want the certain few that they want to be in the industry, and actually just keep everybody else that they don't want out. And that's just basically how that actually goes. And so that's where those delays are coming from. Of course, they're not going to say that, but we could just see the writing all over the wall. We can see it. And it's just basically, like I said, smoke and mirrors. and they're waiting to get their ducks in the row. They're trying to figure everything out, how they want it to be set, how they want everything to be run before they open the gate and let anybody in, because they already have their so-called friends ready to go to get things, in place so that they can make the it's a finance thing. It always goes back to a money thing. It always goes back to money.
Follow
and if
the
you
money.
follow the dollars,
Follow the money.
Yep, you follow the dollars, you will know exactly what's going on. But it's all about money.
And it makes sense.
And every time, and it goes for every state that's actually dealing with this. There's always some type of a hang up before they get to a point where they can have a cannabis program or somewhat of a decent cannabis program. But even with the states that do have them, they still have some issues with not have, even with the social equity part, looking at the number of people who have dispensaries or who are able to get them. Then the other part of that too, in keeping people out, is the cost. That's something that we look at as well. When you talk about the licenses and how much those licenses cost, or just the fees that you have to pay, that's also designed to keep people out as well. Because they know there are those who can get a bank loan and those who can't get a bank loan.
And here's the gag. Because if you know people that got enough black market cash that don't need a bank loan, who could put $250,000 down, who could put $750,000 down to do what they need to do. Now it's questions how you get the money. Where the money comes from. Now we need to audit you. Now we need to talk about it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, you got to play that. It's the 360. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the 360. You got to protect yourself at all angles. Because people got it. But they can't walk in. They can't take it. Because the white people is going to be looking at them like, where you get this $100,000 cash from? I don't even have $100,000 cash. Nobody I know even has $100,000 cash.
And that's why they did that to Cash App, Zelle, all that other stuff.
I don't mean to do this, but I'm so glad, so thankful to God I have a platform. Because let me say this. I don't know how the Democrats.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you the stage. Hold on. Here we go. Go ahead.
Well, it's just I don't know how the Democrats think that they're gonna get reelected when you are trying to tax Shaniqua's hustle money at $600 in her Cash App, Zelle, and Venmo. That's how you get not reelected.
If Shaniqua and all them pay attention to that, right? Because that's what always has been missed. It's like you miss.
Oh, they know. The streets know. The streets know that the people finna come get them for $600.
Oh yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? Trust me. The streets is like, send me $450.
But the thing is, that's $600 for the entire year, and it's like that's messing with folks on Social Security.
I thought it was
for the entire year. No,
they're looking at it. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, they're looking at it for the year. I'm going to do some more research on that and get back with y'all on that. But I believe it's for the entire. They're looking at what you bring for the year.
Stop it.
Hold on. That's what my understanding. I'm gonna pull it up.
That was my understanding as well. And maybe that's something I have to look at again. But that's what I thought. Because at first I thought it was basically just per transaction.
Right.
But then I was looking at it again, and from what I got from it, that it was more than just a transaction. It's actually what you bringing for the because they know if we looking at $600, somebody's gonna say $75.98.
That's,
but
right, because that's logical, right?
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Here we go. I'm finna share it right here. Hold on. I'm finna share my screen.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, because this is something very important. This is something very. That's a breaking news. It's a breaking news. Wait, how much time we got left? Oh, we got 20 minutes. We might have to move on. We're gonna have to come back to that cash. We'll talk about that after the show. We'll talk about that because we got to go. We got to keep it moving. We got to keep it moving. Okay, come on, Erica. Come with this. We got to come with this.
Okay, bring me in.
I'm gonna bring you in. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me find it.
Okay, you playing the video first. All right, you guys. One of my favorite segments of the show is called Memes. Make it make sense. So for today's Make It Make Sense, we're going to talk about something really serious. Okay. So anybody who knows me knows two things. I used to hoop. I love basketball and I love marijuana. Okay. I love cannabis. And so when I saw this come across Twitter, it was like crazy. So Brittany Griner, anybody who is into women's basketball knows her story, knows her collegiate story, everything. She's a dunker, like she goes hard. Basically, she was arrested in Russia. Now, we all know what's going on right now today between Russia and Ukraine. 3 weeks ago, she was arrested in the Moscow airport for supposedly having cannabis oil cartridges and a vape pen in her luggage. So as you can see, it says the Russian Customs Service said that the cartridges were identified as containing oil derived from cannabis. So we have a lot of issues going on right now. One, we basically in an international situation and they got this girl locked up. Two, she been locked up for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? She been locked up for 3 weeks. We're just finding out over here I don't know who in the United States knew before yesterday, but the general public did not know before yesterday that that's where Brittany Griner was. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just trying to make it make sense. Did she have the oil? Was it a plan? And why is she's been playing professional basketball over in Russia for I think about 3 years now. You know what I'm saying? Don't quote me on that, but I think it's been about 3 years.
It's been longer than that. It's been since about 2014, 2015.
Man, so how many years is that?
Yes.
A long time.
A lot of WNBA players. I listened to a 30 for 30 where Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird, and anybody knows about Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird, they is like the coldest WNBA players for the last 20 years, was playing over in Russia because they couldn't get paid all the money the NBA making, the WNBA, they not cutting no checks to the WNBA. So Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi went over and played in Russia. So a lot of WNBA players go over and play in Russia. Russia actually was trying to pay Brittany Griner to basically leave the WNBA because she was making 1.5 million in Russia and only making 500,000, I think it was, in the WNBA. So we have several issues here. I'm trying to make it make sense on why the NBA is cutting sky high salaries for no good crap players, and the WNBA is not getting nothing from the NBA except fine for when their owner, who has enough money, puts them on a private jet. Again, make it make sense. Why do we just finding out about Britney? You know what I'm saying? Who knew? This is a statement from Griner's agent. It said, we are aware of the situation with Brittany Griner in Russia, and we are in close contact with her and her legal representation in Russia. Her family and teams and her teams and the WNBA and the NBA, which to me, I don't know if that provided Brittany Griner's family with any solace, because to me, it sounds like, this not good enough. Like these people are in a full-out war. Right. They are bombing another country.
So much junk on Russia.
Huh?
I mean, people talk. You got the president on TV talking about Russia, like she belongs to us.
And it's unfortunate. Russia has a very strict anti-LGBTQIA type of situation going on over there. She's like 6'8". She's black. She's gay. This not, it's like really dangerous for her. You know what I'm saying? And I want somebody to make it make sense over there why she's not home.
Yeah, but I can tell you what can help you with that. Now I was gonna add the video, but go ahead. I'm sorry, because we had a video for that.
Yeah. So while you putting up the video, I did a little bit of research on that, because that really disturbed me as to knowing, a number of those players, especially Brittany, because I watched her when she played at Baylor. And so just looking at that and wondering, why are our women players having to go to another country to actually play ball when they can play right here, or they're playing in both places, but they have to go to another country just to be able to make the money. So what I did, I went back and I started doing a little research on that, and looking at the average WNBA salary, the average, y'all. $120,000 is the average NBA salary. Brittany happens to be up in I think about the top 5 or 6 in salaries for the WNBA.
That's all 200, and that's the lead, girl.
Right. The highest paid player in 2021 was around $221,000. Now check this out.
Name? Did you get their name? Do we like?
Oh, it was the one that Tarazi was the highest paid.
Diana Taurasi. And this girl been playing for like a long time.
A lot of years she's been playing. And if that's her highest salary, that we ought to be ashamed. Because now wait. As they say, wait, there's more. The average NBA salary in 2021 was $7.9 million
without endorsement.
Oh yeah.
That's without the endorsements. And it's estimated in 2022 to be higher than that. They're looking at $8.25 million. So it's going up for 2022. That's without the endorsements.
And the women gotta play in Russia. Russia, yo.
And then on top of that, China.
But like not the Bahamas, right? Russia and China, not like the Bahamas or like Turks and Caicos or like not Germany, not Europe or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. But Russia and China.
Yes. Now here's another one for you. And nothing against him because he can hoop. Steph Curry. NBA salary, $45 million. He was the highest paid player in the NBA, $45 million.
Now, you know, people, you can't compare Steph Curry. I can, because let me tell you, before there was a Steph Curry, we were talking about this stuff back in 2006 when I was in college for sports management, right?
Oh,
and we started talking about not cannabis, just women in athletics. We were talking about Title IX when it was just in college. And here we are 20 years later almost talking about the same thing.
And I'm sorry I got ahead of you, T, but it's like, and we also now know, and people will be learning this sports medicine in 2022, that cannabis is actually good for you. It's actually going to help you recover. It's actually going to help you when you're playing. It's going to help you in whatever your various needs are. Some players get so nervous. I didn't even know about this. Some players get so nervous the day before games and stuff, they don't sleep. And then they don't perform well. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't sleep because of the nerves. But guess what? They take a little toe. They're able to lay down, go to bed, and be up and bust for 28 and 30, you know, or 28 and 15 the next at the game. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Brittany had medicine. Like she didn't have. If she actually had it, if we can prove that was hers, if she had medicine. You know,
but there's no audio to that video though.
But there's no audio. Here's the talking about the no audio for the video that was in the airport. But here's the thing that I had about that, and I know, you know, just to play devil's advocate for a moment, because when in looking at it and researching, I saw a lot of comments from people who were basically saying that, okay, you know that you were going to Russia. You know what the cannabis laws are in Russia. So you should have abided by the law. You shouldn't have brought it over there with you. Okay, but here's my point. The point to that, and why I did the research on looking at the average salaries, is because if they paid these players more, they would not have to go over there, and this wouldn't even be an issue. Period.
Number one.
Look at this. I know, so Zim sent me something talking about Sue Bird versus LeBron James. Sue Bird and LeBron James, both 17 seasons in WNBA or the NBA.
Yeah.
4 championships, both of them. 2020 salary for Sue was $215. 2020 salary for LeBron was $37.44 million compared to $215,000. The bonus for her winning the 2020 finals was $11,356 compared to his bonus for winning the 2020 finals was $370,000.
Wow, son. Wow.
Wow.
Sue Bird. She basically one of the people, along with Diana Taurasi, Lisa Leslie, Tina Thompson, Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper, Rebecca Lobo, who put the WNBA on their shoulders and have carried the WNBA for 17 seasons. For 17 seasons, Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, Candace Parker. I forget the girl who quit to go work with Maria Moore. No, not Maria Moore. Maria.
I know who you're talking
You're talking about. She left to go work with the Social Justice Project to free the prisoners.
Yes.
She walked away
The
from
last
the sports,
prisoner.
but I mean, she wasn't getting paid nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, my point is that these women have propped up this sport for 20 years, and the fact that she only getting $11,000, I feel like the big three getting more than $11,000. Ice Cube league,
right? But where are the men? I know this sounds so bad, right? It's going to sound whatever, but I'm like, where are the men in the NBA or the former NBA players that believe in cannabis that are like, yo, help a sister out? Like, come on, we're going to join forces. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of them out there.
Yeah. It's a lot
they
of,
are so vocal. Like, they have that power. Like, use the power.
Yeah. But I think, again, you have, unfortunately, we have several, and whether people want to admit it or not, you know what I'm saying? Brittany is suffering several issues. People feel like she's a criminal because she took, you know what I'm saying? They're like, you broke the law. You deserve what you get. You know what I'm saying? We have people who, because she's gay, is not going to step up and speak out for her. There are people, because she's Black, are not going to step up and speak out for her. Unfortunately, Brittany has a legal history. You know what I'm saying? Like with her and her girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like allegedly. Like I don't think that it's just. I feel like if it was Sue Bird, it would be different. I feel like if it was Diana Taurasi, it would be different. You know what I'm saying? Even though both of those ladies, I do believe, represent the community. But they still white women.
Know. Well, I don't even know whether or not, if there's no video, no audio to the video, that could just been filming. We ain't heard from her since February, the 1st of February. And the fact of the matter is, we don't know. And they waited to go ahead and say this now. Russia has enough intelligence with the KGB to know way ahead of time, know her every move prior to. Why would you wait so long? And then with this, it pops up out the blue. You know, they got to have all kind of cameras and tracking devices, probably folks following her over here in the United States. But yet and still, they knew about this. So they planned this ahead of time. So we don't even know whether or not, if they were just manipulating and open up the packages and just trying to see, hey, look, you know, just to show it on camera. There's no audio. Where's the audio? You know, let us know that you found it.
And one more thing, because I know we got to keep it pushing, but just a little tidbit I got. A TSA person told me that the dogs in the airport, they're not looking for drugs, they looking for bombs. So a dog wouldn't even hit on oil because they're not trained to find drugs. They're trained to sniff for explosive material. Number one. Number two, if you walk a dog, this is facts. If you walk a dog over to a thing, it's gonna smell it. So if you see that person walk that dog right up next to her, and the dog just did what a dog did, and then they said it got hit on, but that's not how those dogs even work.
And then not only that, just think about it. She's been playing there since 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
And so you tell me now you want to find that she hasn't? Come on.
And makes you wonder. What about the teammates that was over there with her or whatever? Didn't nobody come and call nobody? Nobody saw her in practice? Did nobody call? I mean, just to find out where she is?
Free Brittany Griner. She might fuck around, be a prisoner of war. A prisoner of war.
She's the biggest American star in Russia.
That part.
Could be a prisoner of war. Need to get her out of there.
Part.
Somebody make it make sense.
Listen,
it's
politics, okay? You know, we were having this conversation, and my husband was like, "She's the biggest American star in Russia. Like, elections are coming up for him. Putin in 2020, September. Like, follow the money.
Always follow the money, no matter what. Always.
Damn, a prisoner of war. Like,
who expected that? Who expected
that?
That's why I said it
did.
That's why I said it didn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all. All these years she's been playing over there. You haven't found, and I'm quite sure that this is not her first time. If she is using it or bringing it, this is not her first time, and they probably already knew. So now we're looking at
and gave her permission. Who knows?
This to our advantage. Yeah, you never know. She may have had the permission because of what she was bringing over there.
Right.
But now there's that possibility that she's being used at this particular point in time. So there's a lot that goes into this that we don't know and probably will never know. But right now, as you said, Erica, that the biggest part of this is getting her back here safe. Being concerned about her well-being, her mental health, her mental state of mind right now, of where she actually is. So
and y'all seen Locked Up Abroad? Y'all seen Locked Up Abroad? Y'all see how the prisons is on Locked Up Abroad. Like, she's in an international prison. We don't know what them prisons look like. Again, if you haven't seen Locked Up Abroad, watch Locked Up Abroad. It's a deterrent. Okay, you will never.
And you saw how they were treating the protesters too. You saw they were beating up their own people, their own protesters. Just protesting.
So imagine what they were doing.
Now, come on, now we're not gonna act like we ain't never seen state-sponsored terrorism against your own people.
Oh, gotcha.
No, that's not new at all. Not new at all. Not at all.
My bad. My bad.
But we're moving on to our next segment. Just want to just to leave on that clip that that our hearts go out to Brittany and her family and her wife, and to just make sure that she gets home. That's the biggest thing, that she makes it back here safely, and hopefully that they can work on changing some things. I know it's been a long time, but maybe this hopefully will be an eye opener that this country needs to change the way that they look at our WNBA players, because those ladies can ball. I've seen them personally, and they can ball, and it just doesn't make any sense. They work extra hard, and they should not have to go anywhere else. Yes,
that's right.
Yes, and they should be paid for the work that they're putting in, and not having to go make extra ends meet by going to another country. We should be able to support our people right here.
A communist country that America's supposed to have sanctions against.
That part, and then man, we could go on and on, but we could go on and on about this. And I know our clock is ticking, and we might have to skip over some stuff. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to skip over this? Come back and do it.
We'll just continue to follow that story, because
we're gonna follow that,
I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Hey,
now we're at our next segment. Now we're at our next segment right now. Yolanda, what's that next segment that we have for this month?
It is. I got to go ahead and put on my DJ voice for this. I'm finna hurry up. I'm sorry. We have Caroline Phillips. Caroline is the founder and executive producer of the National Cannabis Festival, which is the largest ticketed cannabis festival on the East Coast. She holds a bachelor's degree from Wake Forest University, completed postgraduate studies at Howard University, and received her master's degree from Georgetown University. Caroline founded the National Cannabis Festival to celebrate the progress and legalization of cannabis in DC and across the nation through live music, art, advocacy, and exhibitions. Most importantly, The festival is about the representation of Black people, especially Black women in cannabis industry.
Wow. So for
Big shout out to Caroline Phillips.
Big shout out.
Big shout out. You're amazing.
We love her.
Yeah,
we do.
I love her story.
We've had the pleasure of interviewing her twice now, I feel like. And she's just a delight and a real sister woman. Like, she down and she's just here to make a difference. And I love it. I love it.
All right, Caroline.
She really is.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep going, sis. We got the CannaShame support. We're gonna be
Hemp House, all the things.
Hemp House, Herbal Trucker, Ben West, all of that. Hopefully we're able to get some, film live one of these festivals.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. That would be
broadcast
really nice
live is what I'm trying
to broadcast live at the National Cannabis Festival.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all,
I
love Devin the Dude. Okay. And I don't think he's going to be at the National Cannabis Fest. I just wanted to say that just in case he ever sees this, number one. And then number two, if he does, he's my vote to perform at National Cannabis Festival. And if he ever does, I want y'all to know that's the one we're going to be at.
Okay.
Sure.
So we put it out there. The universe hears.
It's the DEVIN. Come on.
I'm
sorry.
You know, that's a little bit after my time. I'm am I Generation X or Z or what am I? Generation 20?
You're
with a stroll down.
The Pepsi generation. You're the Pepsi generation. I don't know what.
I'm at Jackson 5. Well, anyway, I'm the 70s. I'm from the 70s. But anyway, here we go. All right, then. We on your part now, T.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of the National Cannabis Festival, we're just gonna get into some of the things to do. If you want to go ahead and play that video.
Okay, let me find it. Oh golly, I'm up here pointing at you, and I'm up here messing.
No, you're fine.
Oh, it's so cute.
I love it.
We got to get somebody to push these buttons for real, because that multitasking. I couldn't play the piano. I'm here trying to push buttons, talk, and everything else.
I want you to know you're doing fabulous. You're doing fabulous. I want to give you a round of applause and a 2 thumbs up. You're doing.
It looks like my shirt matches that too, don't it? But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So again, the National Cannabis Festival is coming up at the end of April, 420 weekend. So April 22nd through or 23rd through the 24th at the Capitol in Washington, D.C. is going to be fantabulous. I had a great time last year. Berries for Berries and my company with my business partner Elijah, we won the CannaShame pitch competition. They're bringing it back. I'm going to be a judge. There's so many things that are happening. So if y'all go ahead either on their Instagram or go get some now. What else is going on? Expected to open this spring. This is so exciting because it's really close to us here in Georgia. Buds and Brews. They're going to serve like edible hemp-derived food products to adults 21 years and older. House Arama is next with Life. Yes, so we went to my husband and I went to the last House Arama at Saha CBD last week, and that was an amazing time with Life as a DJ. So it's happening again on March 19th from 5 to 10, but this is going to be at 55380 Studios. Yeah,
5380
Studios in Stone Mountain Village, Georgia. So you'll see us posting some stories and some posts to support these upcoming events. And we look forward to seeing y'all.
All righty. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's on you.
So with all of that, Ladies, we've had another amazing episode. It feels really good to be back in full swing. So I'm glad to see us all back and moving forward with our brand new look. But
I'm sorry. I just had to do it. I'm sorry. We already went over time anyway. I had to do it again. Can I do it one more time?
Email it to him. I'm gonna go to the Capitol this week. Like, check your email.
You better get proud. You better be proud of your work. Okay. You better celebrate yourself. Okay. Yeah.
Send it to me. I'm gonna send it to Senator Anna. Pass along this message.
I think we probably need to send that one clip to each one of the ones that sponsored this bill, 570, Senate Bill 579, because that don't make no sense too. Because you think about it, they opened up hemp-derived places up there in Tennessee next door, and this joker trying to make this thing illegal here.
Oh, I can't.
That
I'm
makes sense.
sending this clip to him.
Yes,
Florida,
look,
Alabama.
Actually, I'm gonna make this readily available. We're gonna make it readily available so they can go ahead and get this CannaShame Moldy Bud Award. Oh yeah. Oh, hit it again.
Yo, that is so funny. The thing is, audience, y'all can't see the background. We be jamming.
Okay. Busting it down one time.
Wait. Yeah, I got one more again.
We got to close the show.
I'm sorry. It's only us on here anyway for today. Then we time for the good time.
Yeah, it's just
my goodness.
Look, we practicing now. This is the after. This is officially the after show. Oh, you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh no, but thank you everyone for joining us today. Remember, you can watch all of our podcasts on YouTube, Twitch, or directly on the CannaShame Network website. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all of our channels, and catch our next episode for real canvas conversations about all things going on in the cannabis space. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, peace and plans.
You see me? You see my hand on the button?
I was ready for it.
I know.
Wait, hold on. Can I push the button? Can I push the button? What, the moldy button or the close?
Push the button.
Right. One more good.
The moldy?
What? Well, oh, wait.
Y'all so crazy.
All right. We'll see y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. We see y'all later.
If you break glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain